Hey, what's up guys? I'm going to go over 2 pistol rounds on train and as well as a plant strategy on terra side. Going into the plant strat, basically the idea of it is to make a wall of smoke right here and come out as terrorist either from ladder and mid, said that backwards, and you just come out and either plant on the hitch or behind the barrel there in the smoke, and it's just to get money. So on a save round, such as second or third round as a terrorist, or any other round and a half where you need some more money. Usually it's done on the second round so that you can buy third in case you didn't get a plant on the first round. So you come out, you can layer some flashes over the wall. You know, the planter comes out, plants inside of the smoke, and you get a pretty easy plant out of it. And I'll show you guys some examples of iBuyPower versus netcode from this past week on it when both teams did it. And some of the flaws that I'll point them out as well. So going into it, the first smoke here is just sit in the corner of the shadow here. You're going to aim right up at the wire. You're just going to aim it at the height of the corner of that building there. So straight over, aiming at the wire. That is your barrel smoke, guys. Going back, you're going to have a bomb train hitch smoke. You're going to line up this wall with that wall right there. See, coming in. You can just cover it over real quickly like that. And then coming up from the second railing, first one, second one, just go straight up. You can kind of wing it pretty easily, you know, by the side of that building or, you know, a little bit to the right of the corner there. But second railing up at the height of the wire, you can kind of gauge it like that. That's going to come down and give you a nice hitch smoke right like that. So let me go ahead and do this one real quick. I'll show you guys the perfect wall of smoke. Do that one real fast. So while that smoke is still up, that's going to come down and give you a nice wall of smoke like that. And the 6 train smoke, you can kind of just wing it right under here. For this smoke, you kind of got to risk something. You got to either smoke more of this lane out and leave a tiny bit of a gap here. That was a really bad one. Or completely lock off this gap and leave a little bit of a crack on the 6 if you're throwing just 3 smokes. So if you had this hitch one, let me just throw it again here. I'll kind of show you what I mean. So right here, solid, go. So if we throw that one, and then we're going to throw this one right here. Just throw it right there. It kind of bounced through real nice. I mean, that's a really nice solid smoke there. It leaves a little bit of a gap. I wanted to show you guys if you throw it like that. So you're still covering that, and it leaves a tiny bit of a gap there, but it's not that big of a deal because usually you're going to plant over here, over here. But the main thing that netcode guides didn't do on their plant strat is they didn't have a hitch smoke, and Steel was able to pretty much work them right here, just peeking on this side, killing, peeking out here, and just, you know, killing before they even got a chance to plant. And that was really the flaw in their plant strat. iBuyPower had the perfect wall of smokes there on that side and allowed for them to get the easy plant. Going into the pistol rounds here, I'll explain them on the videos. Okay, so here is netcode's eco round, and they use 3 smokes still. As you can see, they smoke 6 barrel, but they smoke connector. I'm not really sure of the connector smoke there, which they really needed it on the hitch. As you can see, Steel is getting some super easy frags here, even runs out in front of the hitch, and just lays down the law and stops their plant strat right there. So really, they shouldn't have been smoking connector, and they should have just smoked the back hitch, and they could have possibly got that plant down. Alright, here's iBuyPower's plant strat. I'm going to skip the smoke since I already showed them to you. So you can see barrel, bomb train, and 6. Skadoodle runs right up and is able to plant the bomb pretty easly. Okay, so here is netcode's pistol round versus iBuyPower, and they're going to go with an inner hit, and I like the way they take it. What Lucky's doing right now is I don't really agree with. I don't agree with spamming some random bullets and throwing a bad flash. I think if I'm reading this as counter-terrorist, I'm thinking, oh, this is a bad fake into an inner hit. But anyways, regardless, I think the rest of the strat is pretty good here. They throw a smoke down and they creep with it. I really like this. And then they throw an even deeper smoke to help them push up. And then they flash with inside the smoke, which is good. This is all really good right here. So they get one frag here, and Cutler gets another frag at the upper ramp there, but then they kind of just stay stationary, and I really think they should have kept pushing and get really close and aggressive with their Glocks. So I think they did a good job of cutting off the map and getting really close, because it is a big disadvantage having a Glock versus a USP. So showing this again, they're coming down low ramp here, creeping, throwing a deeper smoke, rushing up. Cutler does a good job of, you know, tagging this guy a few times. And there's 3 of them right here, and then Cutler grabs that kill as well. And as you can see, Tarek was running up more aggressively, but then Hayes kind of just stood back. I'm not really sure of Hayes' positioning. Cutler did have to reload. We didn't really have to reload, but then he kind of just hangs on the back out of there, and then they just get squeezed. I think if all 3 of those players would have went together and kept the aggression going, they really could have snagged that pistol round there. Here is iBuyPower's pistol round, and it's very similar to the plant strategy. They're throwing those 2 smokes. Skadoodle's gonna go down ladder here, but he actually gets popped off by a nice shot right there. So I'm thinking the only thing they could have changed there is maybe Skadoodle just jumps out, kind of Rambos it out. But then they still kind of sell the fake as they just come down lower ramp here, and there's only kind of 2 players playing inner. But once again, the range from the USP kind of just cleans up this round pretty easily. As you can see, they don't really push up, and then all the CTs are still alive. But they did sell the fake. They got the plant down. They just didn't hold the bomb site.